Chapter 1689. Failure. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Immemorial White Heaven. Beast, Calamity Grotto Heaven. Bull Demon, face this move! A golden-haired ape shouted as it charged towards Fang Yuan while carrying the might of wind and thunder. Bull-headed demon god Fang Yuan stood on the spot without moving, quietly looking at the golden-haired ape approaching him. Only when the ape reached in front of him did he lift his hand slightly. Swoosh! At the next moment, his fist that was raised from nil level suddenly appeared right before his chest. A straight punch. It was an ordinary movement, but in Fang Yuan's current state, it had terrifying might. Before the golden-haired ape could react, it felt an incomparable strength that sent it flying backwards. Bam! After flying a short arc in the air, the golden-haired ape crashed into a mountain. Rocks and boulders were smashed and fell down, burying him. What kind of strength is this? Even Golden Ape is not its match. I have never seen such strength matched with such speed. It is indeed a monster on the same level as the star sea snail. Besides the buried Golden Ape, there were several combat beast warriors around the battlefield, but right now they all felt a chill as they saw Golden Ape's ending. Pull yourself together. This is clearly a combat technique. It will expend its stamina intensely if it uses it many times. One of the combat beast warriors, Lightning Lion, roared. Fang Yuan had already defeated most of the combat beast warriors sent by Combat Beast King, but there were still 5 who had some strength left. They were the strongest 5 combat beast warriors. There were 2 lion warriors, Lightning Lion and Dharma Lion. The former had a lion head and human body, and grasped lightning powers, while the latter had a human head and lion body, and had extremely powerful recovery. A mountain-sized mollusk called stone mollusk. Its 2 large shells were open and could spit out countless meteor-like stones. A gigantic rhinoceros that looked like it was forged from steel. It was called Steel Rush. The last one was an exquisite frost butterfly with the size of an adult's fist. It had a human shape with butterfly wings and could let out powerful frost energy. Stupid bull, you are trapped. Unknowingly, the exquisite frost butterfly had appeared above Fang Yuan's head. Frost energy burst forth, covering Fang Yuan's head and shoulders and quickly spreading down. Roar! Steel Rush let out a loud roar as it rushed straight towards Fang Yuan, causing an earthquake. Have a taste of my new combat technique! Stone Mollusk suddenly started moving in circles rapidly, letting out an astonishing speed as it closed in on Fang Yuan. Its 2 shells opened, and it clamped down on Fang Yuan's whole lower half. At the next moment, Steel Rush fiercely knocked Fang Yuan to the ground. Freezing air had frozen Fang Yuan's arms in a large block of deep blue profound ice. The time is now! Lightning Lion and Dharma Lion attacked Fang Yuan's head from the left and right. Die! The 5 of them shouted together. Their battle intent soared to their peak state. Boom! An intense explosion occurred, causing boundless surging air currents. The 5 combat beast warriors were like small planks in a hurricane as they coughed out blood and were sent flying away by the air currents. In the dust cloud, a mountain-sized black figure was gradually revealed. Fang Yuan quietly stood on his original spot. He looked at the 5 combat beast warriors that wanted to fight him struggle on the ground before continuing to move ahead. Bam, bam, bam. His every step shook the surrounding land and left behind large footprints. Damn it! Don't leave! Stop it! Combat beast warriors struggled to stand up, but only Lightning Lion was able to barely stand up. It is Lightning Lion! Go, you must stop this monster! Lightning Lion charged towards Fang Yuan without any fear once again. His gaze was filled with resolute light. If you want to slaughter the others, you will have to step past my corpse. Boom! No one saw how Fang Yuan attacked. They only saw Lightning Lion getting slammed back at an even faster speed. The giant lion's body was dragged along the ground, creating a 30-meter-sized gully before it stopped. Lightning Lion fainted. There was no movement from him anymore. Fang Yuan continued moving forward. He had controlled himself and did not take the lives of these people. Different from when he had just invaded, after inheriting several inheritances, his attitude had already changed. Right now, the way he looked at it, everything in this beast calamity grotto heaven was his property. This naturally included these combat beast warriors. There is the final inheritance ground left. As long as I take this inheritance, I can combine all the inheritance contents and obtain the complete contents. Soon Fang Yuan reached before the star sea snail. The star sea snail was an immemorial desolate beast, but the one in front of Fang Yuan was only its corpse. Beast Calamity Immortal had been heavily injured when fighting the star sea snail and had suffered a fatal, irrecoverable wound. On his deathbed, he had left behind the inheritances and also forged this star sea snail into the final inheritance ground. Bull-headed demon god, I have been waiting for you. This generation's combat beast king stood on the top of the star sea snail and looked at Fang Yuan. He was already very old and was like a small ant when compared to Fang Yuan's size. But this ant's eyes burned with blazing flames. Starlight suddenly shined on the star sea snail's body and covered the old man's body. Several breaths later, the starlight became eye-piercing. After the starlight dissipated, a heavily armored giant stood in front of Fang Yuan, only slightly shorter than Fang Yuan. Oh? So this method is not limited to live beasts. It can even be used on an immemorial desolate beast corpse. Fang Yuan was inwardly surprised. But shortly afterwards, he understood. This transformation path method was reliant on Dao marks and did not differentiate between alive or dead targets. Although the star sea snail was dead, its shell still retained a vast number of star path Dao marks which could be used by the old man. This should be this grotto heaven's greatest trump card, right? Unfortunately, even if it were a living star sea snail, it would be no match for me, let alone its corpse that has lost so many Dao marks since its death. Fang Yuan mentally sneered as he charged towards the star-armored giant. The battle was intense, but the result was within Fang Yuan's expectations. In the scarred battlefield, Fang Yuan was still standing proudly while the star-armored giant was collapsed on the ground on the verge of death. There is no hope. The other combat beast warriors who had come to help out in the battle were kneeling on the ground. Their faces were pale. Starlight shined. The star-armored giant once again turned back into the current generation combat beast king, and there was also the star sea snail shell with cracks all over it. Fang Yuan examined for a while and discovered the profundities within the star sea snail. He laughed and suddenly spoke, "Beast Calamity, Heavenly Spirit, are you still not coming out?" All the combat beast warriors were dumbstruck and shaken. What did I just hear? That giant monster spoke? It can actually speak human language? Am I hearing things because I am too old and am about to die soon? The combat beast king mumbled with a dull expression. But at the next moment, an even more astonishing scene played out. Beast Calamity Heavenly Spirit flew towards Fang Yuan along with several immortal Go. The Heavenly Spirit was in the form of a young Qilin. It spoke with a crisp and clear sound. "Foreign Gu Immortal, although you came here and obtained many inheritances, you have not obtained my full recognition. You recklessly killed innocent people and rampaged wildly. You are powerful, but you can only obtain my main body's immortal killer moves. As for Immortal Gu and this Grotto Heaven's inheritance rights, don't even think about it." "Oh!" Fang Yuan let out laughter filled with deep meaning. The young Qilin was solemn. "I know what you are thinking. Even I won't be able to win against you if you use force. But I can make these immortal Gu self-detonate and destroy the Grotto Heaven. You will gain nothing from this." Fang Yuan was silent. He felt somewhat troubled when he saw the young Qilin's resolute look. A heavenly spirit was like a land spirit. It would not lie. Fang Yuan was unable to inspect where Beast Calamity Immortal's immortal Gu were, and his bloodlight spirit suppression was not high enough level to pose sufficient threat to the Grotto Heaven's heavenly spirit. So it was like this. The combat beast warriors here were originally a part of the inheritance. I realized Beast Calamity Immortal's intention. After a long while of silence, Fang Yuan suddenly spoke. "Even if you understand now, it is too late. Everyone only has one chance. But you are not leaving empty-handed according to the main body's arrangements. Immortal killer moves will be handed to you. The heavenly spirit had made its point clear. It wanted him to leave. After Fang Yuan obtained these immortal killer moves, he did not remain or use force, leaving Beast Calamity, Grotto Heaven, through the entrance which was opened by the heavenly spirit. 1 Eastern Sea. The battle between 5 rank 8 Gu immortals was astonishing. One large sea waves and tsunamis surged. Dark clouds rumbled in the sky with lightning flashing and thunder roaring. Undercurrents rose in the sea, poison path, water path, soul path, and all kinds of terrifying methods had already exterminated all living beings in the surroundings. If you have any methods left, use them. Duke Long was still relaxed. Feng Jin Huang was standing beside him. She was completely safe with not even a hair out of place. But right now her face was filled with shock. After all, this was the first time she was seeing the fight between rank 8 Gu immortals at such a close distance. This had truly broadened her perspective. Granny Rong, Yang Zihei, and others were solemn and distressed. After truly exchanging moves, they tasted Duke Long's power. Although Duke Long was alone and had a burden, Feng Jin Huang, the 4 Eastern Sea rank 8s, were actually unable to gain an upper hand since the start. Despite the 4 immortals using all their strength, they were unable to change the situation. Right now, they already saw signs of defeat. He already has quasi-rank 9 strength, besides an immortal venerable or a demon venerable. We have no way to deal with him. Such powerful strength, as expected of Heavenly Court, as expected of Duke Long. The morale of Granny Rong, Yang Zihei, and the others had already sunk to rock bottom. Damn it! We plotted to get Dragon Palace for so long, but Heavenly Court is going to take it away. Sai, let's go. We are not Duke Long's match, and with us being on guard against each other, we cannot cooperate completely. There is no meaning in staying. Seeing there was no choice, the 4 Eastern Sea rank 8s left immediately. Duke Long did not give chase. His goal this time was Immortal Gu House Dragon Palace, and his goal never changed. Dragon Palace was corroded by dream realms and has already fallen apart. I wonder how many Gu are still remaining. How many core immortal Gu are damaged? Duke Long sighed inwardly as he moved to take Dragon Palace. At the next moment, an astonishing scene occurred. Dragon Palace suddenly let out an extraordinary splendor and flew to the sky. Duke Long remained standing on the spot. He was not able to obstruct Dragon Palace in time and could only look as it flew away. A trace of blood flowed out from the corners of his lips as his eyes revealed shock. Dragon Palace is actually completely intact. Not only this, one of its cores is a dream path, immortal Gu. Ha ha ha, Duke Long, let's see how you fight against us this time. The 4 Eastern Sea rank 8s had returned. Duke Long's expression sank. The situation had turned troublesome. He was besieged and Dragon Palace had flown away while spreading its aura everywhere. It would definitely create turmoil in Eastern Sea.